Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's squirrely. On F1 and as you guys can see, the Jaguar from the last episode is an absolute tire slaying monster. And with almost 1,000 horsepower, it makes sense that we would be able to keep this on the road. But still wondering how fast it was to go. But we can't front loop this for anything. Otherwise, it just loses it. Oh wait, we're flat footed. Oh. Oh. Oh, we can't stop it. We can't stop it. Oh, we almost got over the fence. Oh, that. Ooh. That wastegate butter is just intoxicating. Alright. Anyway, let's get back to the garage and let's start tearing this thing apart. And honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do with this because, I mean, this definitely has to be one that we sell. Because I feel like it'll bring us a lot of money. We paid, what, a million? A million for it? Just sitting in the barn. And it is in absolute disrepair. I mean, look at this. It's okay. We'll fix it. But first, let's clean up the body. Get all that rust just off. But front suspension looks pretty manageable. You know what? Let's just disassemble it now. We're not looking too bad. One rusty bolt. What's holding on here? What? I am so confused, you guys. I'm like nothing should be holding this. Oh, really? It always wants me to put it in the air. I should have known by now. Although, I'm not sure why you can't access that on the ground, because that is clearly an accessible part. Although, I am excited because we are building a literal car legend today, or at least restoring one. Now, as far as I saw, there's two different, I'd say, models for this. Either we can have the normal F1, or we can do the GTR, or also the Longtail. So there's technically three. Now, either I'm thinking, do we go full race car and go F1 Longtail? Do we do a GTR, which is the mix between the Longtail and the, well, and the base F1, or do we just do an F1 build? Just like a little clean build. All I know is we're putting way better wheels on this when we finish. Car definitely requires a little bit of a modern touch. And if you guys know, you guys watch the channel and you know, I am an absolute fitment person. It's like the fitment has to be right, it has to be tasteful, and if we don't have fitment, what do we have? Like, seriously. Get that spring out of there. That thing has seen way better days. Right, and I think that we actually have a couple of these parts for the suspension, so we might end up putting it back together first. With the engine, we'll have to see, because I don't know if I'll rebuild it, because V12s on here are not my favorite to rebuild on the channel. They are, it's not that they're extremely time consuming, well they are, but they have a lot of parts that end up getting lost because you're like, well, either I purchased what I needed to purchase and didn't purchase enough, or you end up just purchasing way too much, and then you have enough to build 2 engines. So it's just a confusing process. Right. Let's take that out of there. Right rear fender. Alright, now she's not looking too bad. Let's rip that engine out of there. I was like, there's no way there was oil in that. There's no way. Yeah, I'll just leave that there. I don't know, we might actually... Yeah, let's wash it up. The interior clean. It's looking much better already. Look at that Kevlar. Ooh, carbon Kevlar. No wonder these cars are so expensive. I saw one, the last one at auction went for what? 4 mil or more? Or was it 10? Oh, the car's factory orange. Okay. With a green door. Alright, we're just going to get rid of that. Get rid of all this because we are going to replace all of this anyway. So now we have our shell. Let's pull the steering wheel. Whoa, what's happening here? Like... What is that? Is that the fuse box? I could have swore that was the fuse box just now. It is. It's tucked over in the corner. Yeah, let's do this now because I feel like if we try to do it later with every part of the car, it's gonna suck. Like how they hid it behind a panel where like you really wouldn't notice that it was there unless you're like physically looking for it. So it looks like we're gonna need fuse box A, cover, base. I know we have the fuses, so we should be good. Like how we're doing this in the car wash bay. just add a few parts. It's all good. So I need more relay type A's because I am out of those. Relay type B. I'm gonna need a, you know, those. And type C's. Alright, where's the relays at? Buy about 8 of each one, because they are good to have on hand. There we go. Slap the cover back on. ECU type A. I have a spare one from the Super build. We ended up fixing that. 2 fuel tanks. You know what? That screams race car. Like, absolutely screams race car. So you need both. So I gotta get those from under the car. Batteries in. Radiator. It's got 2. Okay. This is saving us from having to do this later, and you know what? I'm not mad about that. Alright, let's get her back in the shop. And start piecing her back together. That just looks funny. It's like, what is holding those? McLaren Magic. That's what's holding those. We had 1 sway. Had a spare one. Do I have a spare steering rack? Yes, I do. Right. Do I have knuckles? Oh, sweet. Okay. Come on. bottom suspension arm. I'm going to need 2. Which one was it? A? Buy a few, why not? Upper suspension arm. Because I'm going to need another for the other side, because we don't have one. 6. Yeah, we have bushings galore. We will not run out. And if we do, we'll end up buying more, but I don't think we'll run out today. No, that's not going to be good enough for this. This is a dedicated track car. We need carbon ceramics. There we go. I feel safe just looking at those. It looks like we need some brake pads. Buy a couple pairs. Ooh, we need some calipers too. Buy a couple pairs of those too. Brake cylinders, come on now. Inner tie rod, I'm gonna need another. Outer tie rods we're good on, so we just need some inners. And I just realized we're building like late 90s supercars of the era that are still supercars to this day. See, I think I remember hearing about, like, if some of you watch the VinWiki channel, which is one of my favorite channels as a car guy, because you get to hear all the stories from other car guys of just the wild shenanigans that happen on the day-to-day. And for me, that is absolute bliss. I remember them talking about Pablo Escobar's McLaren. I said, what? And apparently it belonged to some enforcer for the cartel. And it just came down where they were just like, well, we have it, but we don't have the keys to it. And this thing has been like at least the license plate for it has been floating around Europe and is on another McLaren. So they're like, it's just like this convoluted mess of what's happening, what the people want for it. I think Ed Bullion tried to buy it. And the deal was just sketchy. But I think overall, I love the story that he told about how he approached his bank to loan him money for a supposed vehicle from the cartel. That was, oh man, that in itself was magic. That was absolute magic. All right, let's see. So I'm gonna need double wishbone shock absorbers. Although, I think like, with this car's history, I think I had the most fun listening to, I think it was a story that was told about the royal family in, where is that? It's not, either it's in the UAE or something like that, but, was it McLaren's or F? Oh, never mind, different story. I will probably save that for another time, but yeah, you barely ever see these. Oh, the guy who plays Mr. Bean. Apparently he had one of these and he crashed it and then had it rebuilt and then it sold off later. But I was like, what? How do you crash like a McLaren F1? Like, in all good conscience, I would instantly be sitting there like, I regret life right now. Like, how am I how do you go take your car to the McLaren dealer? Or from what I've seen, like, the normal dealer at McLaren does not repair these. It is it's almost in like their factory warehouse, and it's a secret area that repairs F1s where no cameras, no nothing. And I'm like, you know that's an area where your wallet has to bring its wallet. You just know it. So I'm kind of wondering what his bill was by the time he got his car back. Like, I would be like, oh, or just the overall chat with insurance. Like, what are you gonna tell him? Yeah, I crashed at the time, I think it was $2 million for one of these. It's like, yeah, I crashed a McLaren. You did what now? Oh, man. I definitely will say I do love all the car stories that I get a chance to like hear, either from, well, sources online like VinWiki or Supercar Suspects or really anything, or even just on my day-to-day like meeting people. But it just makes it better. Like hearing stories as a car guy, it gives you a sense of joy. Because either it's happened to you or it's yet to happen to you, but it kind of gives you a heads up for when it will happen, what to do about it, you know, the typical. Or how you'll handle it. This build is going good though. Well, looks like I'm running out of wheel hub bearings, so we're gonna have to get more of those at some point. Alright, we're looking good back here. Let's pop these fuel tanks in. Double stacked, I like that. Fuel pump. Little performance fuel pump in there. She's looking much better. Frames at 100%, body's at 1%. Why is it at 1%? We took every piece off of it. So far, we've made money on this already. $943,000 overall. We could sell this right now and make a good profit, but we won't because we're not those kind of people. But let's hop in. Let's see what body parts we got for this thing. Figure out what we want to do with it. Okay. So we can have an F1, an LM, or GTR, or we can have a GT. I might want to do a long tail build. Let's do a GTR build. Yep, long tail GTR, here we come. Do we want to go with one aggressive? Let's take this one. We're doing a strict GTR build on this. Tinted glass, because that makes the car. It does. I don't know about you guys, but when I see tint on a car, I'm just like, exactly. I'm just like, perfect. Do we want the normal lights? Or do we want the ones with like, they're a little bit elongated. Yeah, we'll go wild on it. Tail. Want those. Long tail mirrors. Oh, we can't have tinted glass. We have to get, we have to have the long tail rear. Ooh. So use trunk B, it says. Rear clamshell. Yep. That's a little more aggressive with the air induction right there. I'm gonna go with that one. Trunk B, there it is. Alright, we should have all the parts. Let's start reassembly. Windshield. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm loving this already. Oh, look at the rally lights in the front. Okay. Yep. Alright, this just got way cooler. So we can have 10 on the front, which I like. Ooh, look at that. Look at that air scoop. Yep, got our mirrors. Right rear door. Whew. Alright, this is turning out too clean. Rear bumper. We just gained like some extra like oh. Oh, look at that. Oh, you guys, this is turning out great. Hold up. That does not look the same. Yeah, hold on. We should have an indent right there. Let's head back in. Because we went with... Oh boy. Yep. I know what we did wrong now. We're supposed to go for... Yep. One of these, but... No, it's because of the body line. I was like... And we got more wide body. But that... Oh, that air induction, like... Right there. That just looks so good. Alright. It's lined up. Get the trunk. Why are the taillights in there? Okay. Assuming I'm gonna have to get to those somehow. That other one's just in there. Alright. Can we, like, ninja get this in there? Maybe. We're gonna have to keep this. Oh, this sucks, but you know what? Come on. I have to, like, angle this just right. Got it. Whew. You guys, trying to angle that in there was not... It was not the funnest, like, thing. That's really all I can say about it. But this thing turned out an absolute monster. Anything else we have to put on the front? Yep, front bumper. Ooh, actually, you know what? I'm not... That looks great. The canards on the front. Alright. try the long tail. See how we like it. With the plate to the side. Are you kidding me? Okay. Yep. Yep. Alright. And I forgot. We still have to put an engine in this thing. And I feel like it's going to be absolutely ridiculous. You already know. You know what? We could put California plates on this. We could. I know, license. There we go. You know what? Give me Kyoto plates for this. Yep. Because we can't have the proper plate, so we'll rock a Japanese plate. The wheel setup on this is going to be ridiculous. Now, we got to get ourselves an engine. The thing is, I might have an engine for this sitting in back stock. Because I hate building V12s typically, like as I've said before, but I might have one. Let's see. Oh. I do. Alright. Let's take her. Let's put her on the stand. What? What game are we playing here? Where did it go? I just had it. I'm so confused right now, you guys. I literally just had a V12 engine just sitting in the back, and now it's just... it's missing? Oh, man. Okay. I see what just happened. We just sold it. I hit the wrong button. Oh, we got a failure. Oh, boy. Alright. Let's go buy up some parts real quick. And let's build this thing. Right as I was like, oh, we're good. I actually have one. No. See, that's life right there. Life's like, I don't think so. I do not think so. Alright, I don't have anything else in here. No other parts. Alright, V12. We have a lot of that stuff. Alright, I need this. This, and... I know I need these, this. See, it's a sad thing when you now realize your V12 parts. It's like, oh man. Yep, thermostat, timing cover. I need 2 of these, if I remember correctly. And that should be really it for that. Alright. Sorry you guys, this thing is a piece of art. We're gonna paint these. Oh, I just got slapped by the door. Oh boy. Engine block. Gotta be black. Black on the heads. See, and I think a lot of you out there are like, why don't you add some color? That's what valve covers are for, man. You just gotta, like, everything else has to be like a clean setup. At least it does for me, because, you know, I do have a little bit of OCD, so it helps out my case a little bit. Keeps it one, like, uniform color, but then, like, valve covers will be, like, their own individual color. And usually if I can, I'll match them to the car itself in here. since it's such a big engine bay, I'm gonna make them white, like solid stark white. There we go. And we're actually gonna swap them down where they're matte. Those are bright white. There we go. Alright, let's get the last one. There it is. Oh, we could have done pearl. Never mind. See, this is literally the concept for OCD. The cleaner it looks, the better it is. I know I'm gonna need one of these. That's looking good. That looks better. And I don't think I did an oil pan for this. There we are. No, engine's black. So, do a chrome oil pan. Then our topper, which is our intake manifold. There it is. That. Do it in chrome, or you know what? I'm not mad at that. Do it in black. And that should be good. Alright, let's start building. V12 MRN. Did we buy a crank? Yes, we did. We have our pistons. I still can't believe I just sold my spare engine, because I built a V12 just in case I ever ran into this again. Just because, like, from the Bizzarini project, I said I'm not doing this anymore. Nope. And well, we had a camera failure today. I failed on camera and I sold my V12. It's just like, I just wanted to move it back to my inventory. That's all I wanted to do. Because I wasn't even sure that I had one. And then I said, wait, I might have one. You know, you got your rainy day V12. I know I'm not the only guy who has a rainy day V12. That sounds like the best thing ever. Just, you know, like, can you imagine hearing that in a room? Yeah, it's like, I got a spare engine. What do you mean you have a spare engine? Oh, it's just saved for rainy days. Rainy days? Yep, rainy day V12. Excuse me, sir. The amount of awesomeness in that statement, as well as confidence, is just overall funny. It's like, what is a rainy day V12? You know what? We gotta start that as like a trending topic. Hashtag rainy day V12. Like, BMW is about to issue a cease and desist right now. You're like, excuse us? I don't know. No. And I'm not talking about like for their new stuff. I'm talking about like old stuff. Like 8 Series, 850 CS, what was it, CSIs? Or CSLs? Which ones had, I think it was the CSIs that had the V12? Oh man. Well, I've done this a time or two now, so I'm like, well, I remember how to do this effectively. The thing that I hate the most is, I think, the cam caps. Because you have 20 in total, just 10 on each side, but they take forever to put together. I'm happy I have like a ton of parts laying around, but ooh, I still can't believe I sold my V12. I did, and it was probably built too. Probably. Like, I don't remember if it was, but I think she was built. Right, there we go. Got our camshafts. Let's put these caps in. I don't have any caps. Alright. I'm gonna need 20. 10 for each side. Ah. I decided to use controller today, you guys, instead of like my actual like keyboard. And I kind of regret it, but then at the same time I kind of don't. Because if I use my keyboard, I have to use the keyboard and mouse combination, and that does, it can kind of jar the camera view at certain points if I move wrong. This, I can control the camera with the left stick, and then control everything else with the right. So, it's kind of like a little balance. Oh. Oh, she's almost ready for the ball right now. Put these other camshafts in. Although I am happy. The car is already back together. Like, the suspension wasn't too bad. Most of our effort right now is just strictly engine. How could I do that to myself? Oh man. Well, I mean, it's like I wonder where that goes. Like when you sell it. Like who ends up with with my engine? Because like, if I could, you know, just give them a call back. Yeah, I'd like to buy that back. Got our serpentine belt on. Timing chain got... Wait, what? That's a serpentine belt, which I thought was a timing belt. Oh no, I'm thinking timing chain, that's why. Okay. I was like, hold on now. You're almost all back together. Still have to button up the bottom. I forgot this thing has 2 water pump pulleys. Nope, I don't have a V8. Crankshaft pulley, I don't have one. Just buy 5. I know I need 3 of these for later. So, we're just doing shopping. Just overall right now. Just shop till you drop. That is the oddest looking thermostat ever. Right, belt tensioner. Take our painted one. Timing chain cover is in. Oh, that looks good. Fuel rails. No, I forgot to put the ignition coils in. See, when you have white valve covers, that's the only thing. It like obscures the parts outline. And then you like don't notice until later and you're like, "Ah, okay. I saw what I was missing." This thing better make some crazy power. So I remember, like, the last car I put this in was the Bizzarini, which is pretty much, I'll call it like a Diablo, an unlicensed Diablo, because that's pretty much what it is. And we ran out of coils. And I don't remember how much that car put down. Like, I don't remember. We're going to restock on coils right now because, well, we always run out. I know in the comments you guys were like, you're buying all the parts. It's like, yeah. I mean, because the worst thing is trying to get through a build and you just not having the part you need. It's like, you know. Yeah. Let's build this bottom. I think I'm gonna need, what is that? Yeah, rod caps. Yep, knew it. I have 2 left, so let's go buy some rod caps. I'm just gonna max out on these, because you need them for every engine build. Like, every single one. And so far, we're at 39, and we're only at 1,300 credits. So, 1,700 credits for both? Why not? It's not gonna hurt us. The question is, how much is this thing gonna be worth at the end? I mean, we repaired the body, and we cleared almost $1 million. So, I think this one is possibly going to be our most expensive build, and I still remember the Ferrari we did, which made us all of our money. That thing netted probably around, was it 8 mil by the time it was done? Or no, 6, and I sold 2 of them. So I was like, alright, and we sold a few cars in between just to make back, well, gain the extra. We sold 2 of our Ferraris, and we kept our main one, which turned out absolutely awesome, which we ended up doing off camera. And I wish I could have showed you guys that build, because it took me a little time, but I was so happy with where it came out. And I just usually, it's got too much power though. It just spins all tires and just absolutely, oh, absolute tire slayer. I think we're done. Yeah, we are put together. Take it off the stand. Let's get this engine into this car. 100% on everything. Drop her in. And I think we have, yep, one more piece. What? We bought an engine cover. We absolutely did. Like, I remember doing it. Oh. Just all the carbon. Yeah, we may end up not selling this. Like, I'm way... It's way too good. What tire can we tuck back here? That is... Whew. You guys, I am getting ideas right now. Like, crazy ideas on what to do with this thing. Alright, we need some wheels and tires. There's going to be a lot of test fitting. Those match almost what we're looking for. Let's do an 18. Offset of 5. 18's in the rear, 17's in the front. And now we got to try to get the tire size just right. And I'm thinking, you know, let's go with race tire C for this. We got a lot of wheel well to get through, so I'm thinking a 365, 35, 375, 30. You know what? It chose it for us. Let's see how it works. That's a thick tire. But will we be able to fill that? That's the thing. I don't know. Tell me in the comments, what's you guys' best like fitment story on here? Where it was just absolute on the money. Wait a second. Forgot to put the trans in. Gearbox V12B. That's a beefy gearbox right there. Rear drive axle B. There we go. Because our other ones were trashed. 27%. Like, oh, those have seen way better days. Oh, we tried on this side. Oh, no. Did we hit it on the money? Oh. Alright, fate is tempting us, you guys. It is tempting us. And we can go bigger. We can go bigger. You know what? Alright, we're getting wild now. We are getting wild. Alright, let's test them on the front. Are we too wide? Or are we just wide enough? Wow, okay. Was that an 18? Is 18 on... Okay, so we'll go 18 on the front. 20 on the rear. Alright, I am just in awe right now. I thought we would at least, you know... But no. we just can't win. We just cannot win. Alright, let's jump back to our wheels. We're gonna go to a 20. Keep a little offset on it, why not? And now it's all about the tire. We were at 375 last time, so we're gonna drop a 415 on it. That just seems excessively massive, but if it works, it works. Because we still had plenty to go. That thing looks just ridiculous. But nothing is more ridiculous than that tire setup we did on that 57 Chevy on the channel. 25 inch tires. That was ridiculous. I still remember that. Oh, I think we just got it. You're kidding. You're actually kidding. We could go... Wow. You know what? Alright. It's gonna make me do it. I didn't think I'd have to do it again, but... Here we go. We did a 415. Do a 435, 30. Because either it's gonna be just right, or just a little bit over. Take the 415 off. Oh, that tire is... That is a grippy boy right there. 445, 30, 20. Absolutely. Let this be it. Because if this is it, we have absolute money on this. You know what? I'm happy with that. I am. I'm absolutely happy with that. You know what? I forgot. We can check it. Factory tire sizes. We're not going for that. Right. Sell that. 445, 30, 20. That's a big tire. 445. Oh man, like that's a big tire. Right, now we got to figure out the fronts. 375, 35, 18. We're going to come down to a 30. And 355, 30, 18. I think that'll be it. I would have gone a little more wild on these, but I felt like we were pushing our luck as it was. And that's a big tire. Yep. Absolute. Give me that 375. Come on, let this be it. Okay. It's testing our patience. It's testing our patience. $375. All right, we're going higher. $395s. All right, we'll go $395s. Buy our next wheel, another 18. Let's separate this and get these on there so we can go paint this thing. 395s and Jesus. See, I wonder if that's actually what, like, close to the tire size that they ran for this car when it actually was on circuit. I'm curious. Because if so, that thing had major grip. More grip than Cardi B's. Never mind. Never mind. Gotta watch what we say on the channel. But for anyone who got it, yep. You know what? That's gonna have to be good enough. Because if not, we are gonna be here for a minute getting this fitment. Alright, what parts are we? Hold up. Sway bar in link on the front. Okay. And we didn't throw the starter in. I was like, where is the starter? It's in the electronics again. Keeps getting us with that, I swear. Right, and it's on the front. There it is. Right, we should be good to go. Seat. So now we need a seat and a steering wheel. And she is good. I'm gonna do it. Because with the wheels being... Well, with that red, I'm gonna stick that seat that we had... What was it? Yep. Oh, yep, absolutely. It fit. Nah, we need a different steering wheel, though. We need something that fits the car a little bit better. And I think I know which one. There we go. Yep, that fits. Right. She's 100 on all fronts. Oh, come on. Okay, there we go. Ah, we still have to fill the fluids. Why don't you guys tell me? I'm sitting here like, oh, we're good. No, no fluids are in the car whatsoever. Right. I know this is the one engine where you cannot see the oil. Oh, well, you can this time. I couldn't in the Beazerini. It like hid it from me. So, I support V12s and McLarens. Supported. Right, we got that. Under the front. After this, we'll fill the brake servo and we'll fill the coolant. And let's go get this girl a paint job. It says full right there. I'm not filling it above the line. Not for this one. Wait, we already filled the coolant in the back, so we are good to go. Alright, let's get her to the paint shop. And then let's see how much she's gonna throw down. That orange already looks so aggressive. But with the red wheels, we're going black. We are going black. Actually gonna do a chrome color on this. Oh, we gotta check if there's a livery. Because I think there is. Oh! Okay. Okay. Let's see, we got another one? We have a Golf livery. Okay. What else? Oh, the Warsteiner livery. Okay. You guys, we're going with that. Then we're going to adjust the metalness. Oh, that right there is perfect. That's perfect. We found our color. Ooh. Oh, she's painted. Let's get her to... Oh, let's get her on the dyno. Let's get her on the dyno. I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. Alright, so she put down 628 horsepower and 545 foot-pounds of torque. I know we're going to beat it, but can we crack 1,000? She sounds beefy. Just shy of 1,000 horsepower. Not even mad. I can't be mad at that. Oh yeah, let's get her back into the shop. So we paid $1 million. How much could we take home if we sold? Oh man, are you kidding? Are you kidding? we could get $15 million. We paid $1 million, and oh, no, we're not selling this. We are not selling this. In fact, we're going to move this thing over to the other side of the garage where the skyline is. And it can just sit in the garage. It's not going anywhere. And my daily here, we'll take it home when we leave, but yeah, Ferrari, you've been demoted. Yep, I love Ferraris, but it's been demoted. To parking you go. The Jag, we'll move it. There you go. Everything's right with the world now, but oh, you guys, we outdid ourselves. But that's today's episode. So, of course, like, comment, subscribe, leave me comments down below, and thank you for joining me in this episode. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.